last time we talked about the data sets and the proc data sets and proc print to check the data. I forgot to mention that there are two things. First is that proc print. It sounds like, don't get confused with the printing or the printer. So it is not going to make a hard copy of the data. It is just to print the data on the result, on the computer screen. Okay, so this is one thing. The other is that with the data I sent to you, I hope that you can build the similar structure under this project one. Like you have a document, you have results, you have source, you have SAS codes, you have these folders, and throw the raw data, the two raw data, in this source folder, right? So that you will have the similar structure, and then you can do the location by yourself. And you can practice the following as the first assignment, right? So the assignment is to like use these procs to check the raw form file and find its location, its size, number of rows or observations, list of variables, and also print out the table, right? So the first 10 rows of the table, yeah, from s dot, yeah, from. Okay, so I'm gonna save this part again because I have new additions here. So to save that, you can simply press Control S, and it is saved. Okay, so now let's go back to the flow chart again. So what we have here, so we have the settings, we have the check data. So now it sounds like we are closer, we're a little bit closer to the target, right? But still there's a lot of steps that are going to help in between, but at least we have these steps, right? So one of the thing in this chart is that actually we can link these nodes together. So for example, we can hit here and put a line here. All right, so now whenever you move that, these two nodes are linked, and it's the same that we can put it here. So our step is like, well, from the raw data, we're going to first do the setting to find the location, right? And then the next step is that we'll do some check up here. So we're going to link it here, right? And then we're going to carry on and do more things, and then we're going to link them together. Okay, so there are a few benefits of doing that. The first is that it shows you the logic process of how you process the data until you have the final one. And the second is that if you line them up and you press run, then it is going to start from the first node. The second is going to follow this flow and run all the nodes. I'm going to show you as an example. See, that is beautiful, right? So this means that every time when you run the code, it's going to start from the very first to the last. So you don't have to select a bunch of code and run it again. All you need to do, if there is anything changed, if the raw data changed, if your program changed, you just have to run all the code, let it go through again. Of course, you can, later we will talk about like, you can run from in between. For example, instead of starting from the very beginning, you can run from this node. We're going to talk about that later. Okay, so this is about the flows and stuff. I think the video is long enough. I'm gonna stop here.